Hello, and it's a pleasure to be with you for my TBC Live broadcast on this Monday, January the 7th of 2019. And I also want to wish you all a Happy New Year once again. And this is my 287th 287 live broadcast. Okay, I hope y'all had a nice day with the Send Button meeting that Randy Wilson had on today. And I hope that those that are broadcasters was at my broadcasters meeting because we had a very good broadcasters meeting. And I actually posted the YouTube broadcasters link in the broadcasters Facebook chat area for those that want to see that. Okay, because I did record it. Okay. Now, as you know, this is 2019. Admin is really focusing right at the gate with merchants. So that's what I'm going to continue talking about merchants for my broadcasters meeting today, because there was a merchant blog post put on the blog today. And so what further ado, well, first, before I do that, let me thank first of all, my lovely wife that's always supporting me, that she's right there and she's right there watching me. I know as we speak, and I love her so much. And as well as my little Kayla that's always there. How you doing, Kayla? And my wonderful Caitlin. So, blowing kisses to all three of you all. And I want to thank all that's in my chat area as well. Okay. Thank you all for being there. Okay. All right, and people will start filtering in as time go on, because I know that Randy may be still doing his cash flow coaching right now. I'm not sure, but anyway, let me go do a screen share. Let's talk about the topic of today. Okay. Okay. And here we go. It says 50% pays better than 100%, and here is why. This comes from admin. This poster says 100 sounds better than 50%, but the truth is 50% plus training pays better than 100% without training. Okay? All right. Now, my friend Emmett Derrick has a training center in Cameron. And it was a full house the other day when he had a full of people there training. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go through this blog post, and I'm just go through it, okay? Emmett Derrick from Cameroon, which happens to be a country in Africa, signed up 10 new members yesterday. Congratulations, Emmett. And he is an excellent TBC trainer. How many new members can you sign up in a day? How many new members can you sign up consistently every day? Do you think signing up new members in TBC is hard? You may have already redeemed your cookies and now have plenty of Kringles coins that you can trade for cash within your referrals into TBC at 100%. But have you ever, it says, have you ever, but have you been fully trained? Can you bring in new members daily on a consistent basis? Can you quickly teach those new members how to achieve rapid rewards successfully? If the answer to either of these three questions is no, then you are not fully trained. Then don't be so quick to jump to 100%. You need training. Trainers don't train others for free. That's why we set up partnership agreements, even if they are only verbal agreements. The way a partnership agreement works is that either a sponsor or a cash flowing leader will trade their coins with your referrals. Then they will immediately pay you a 50% commission on each of them as they come into TBC. They will train you how to sign up new members every day consistently. Then the two of you will work together to help your new members complete and verify their first transactions. Okay, I hope y'all listening closely. Your training is not complete until you have become a sponsoring machine and can bring in new members every day and can confidently work TBC full time if you want. Working TBC should pay you better than any other full time job you could get, perhaps even 10 times greater. And that means, I'm gonna say, what they mean by that depends on how many people you bring in a day, folks. Okay, I'll go on. Once you are fully trained and you are a sponsor machine, then you can go to then you can go to 100% of your referrals from that point forward. Also, you will turn into a partner machine. As a partner machine, it says here, as a partner machine, you will be playing the role of a trainer. Every new member that you train will lead you to making 50% from their new members. Your income will explode. And as you work TBC full time, you will get paid like a rock star. Some have integrity, for goodness sake. Don't gobble up all your trainer's time. It says don't gobble up a lot on your trainer's time and then cut them out of the deal. Honor the partnership agreement. Expect everyone to honor the partnership agreement. Training should be a learn-do process. Okay? Your training will teach you something to do. Then you should do it. Then they will teach you the next thing to do, and again, do that too. Step by step. You will learn the whole process and become a sponsor machine. When it is time to break the partnership agreement, you should discuss that with your trainer first to make sure you are ready to become a partner machine. You will spend a couple of weeks getting trained to follow the system. I'm going to repeat that again, folks. You will spend a couple of weeks getting trained to follow the system. But you will, hold on a minute, folks. Hold on a minute. I get all these pop-ups coming up on my screen here. It says here, but you will, it says, but then, hold on a minute. Hold on, folks. Hold on a minute. I get tired of these pop-ups on my screen coming up. Okay. But you will have many months until we reach 1 billion members who duplicate that training as a partner machine. Don't try to squeeze your training out of your deals too soon. Make sure you are ready and have their blessing to go to 100%. Karma awaits you. However, you treat your trainer will be how your trainees will treat you. Be an intelligent, fast-acting, teachable, humble trainee, and you will attract likewise back to yourself when you become the trainer. Oh, well done, admin. I like the way how you presented that. That's good. Good blog post, folks. So we're teaching them how to be a partner machine. Wow. Great blog post. All right. All right. You know, let me just go into it was an article I did in my broadcasters meeting that is right here. That was done back on September 20th of 2018. And Randy went over this as well. He thought it would go over that by talking about, he took something that we talked about in our broadcast meeting. He said that would be a good thing for his broadcast. And this was an article that specifically told you exactly how to approach and what goes on between you and a merchant. Okay? You know, it involves, you have to educate them. You cannot walk into a place of business and start talking about, will you take TBC for payment? No, don't ever do that. They don't know what the Billion Coin is. They don't have any. See, what you got to understand something, folks. A merchant is about making money. They're about making revenue. That's their first priority, so they can stock their shelves with product for a customer to buy. Thus, they're making income. The customer gets their product. The merchant gets their revenue of that product that's sold. But the transaction between that sale can be done by a percentage of TBC and a percentage of cash. But it's up to you to present it and make an agreement, like a partnership agreement with that merchant. You see? You know, if you walk into one, you will let them know, like, hey, my name is Stephen Tyrone. I'll say Stephen Cuffey. And we have, in our community, we have a program, a really great program for we to transact our coin called the Billion Coin for products. We have that going on over the world. It's something we're doing, merchants all over the world. And we'd like for you to join. Do you have a moment, or we can set an appointment to show you exactly how that's done? He said, oh, really? Is that something new? Yes, it's very new, but it's happening and it's growing in popularity all over your community and the world. And we have our community is 3.3 million strong. They're gonna say, wow, that many people in your community? Yes, yes, it is, and it's growing. Okay, but we have merchants in all other countries, and we're trying to build it in this community in this country. And what I like to do is set a time, which is good for you, to we can sit down and I can show you exactly what the Billion Coin is all about, and exactly how we can possibly incorporate that as a transactional type of deal with you, and just like you do with your credit cards and cash and things of that sort. And then when you meet with that person, that merchant, that owner, whatever, you have your computer, you have everything there showing them exactly what is TBC, what it isn't, and their correct role in it. Because see, don't you know that merchant also can be a TBCian? They can be a member of TBC. They have to be, right? They have to have a Crinkle Cash back office, which is a KCBO, right? So you have to make sure see, folks, the approach is everything when you go and talk to a merchant. The approach is everything. Don't go up there and be nervous. They say calm, but you be very cordial when you walk into a place of business. You ask the person behind the counter, is your manager available? They say yes. May I speak with him or she, please? And then they come up, you talk to them, you just approach them, just like I just said. I know you don't have a lot of time, but I like to present something to you that is sweeping the area by storm. And it's called the Billion Coin. We refer to as TBC. And we're doing transactions all over the world with this way of transacting. You know, because some people have never, you know, guess what? What do you think has happened when Bitcoin is now 10 years old, right? Now think about Bitcoin on the market-based side. People like Tokyo, Japan, and Australia and other Asian countries, and it's just I saw a video that I put on my Facebook page that talked about a blockchain, actually country, Malta. It's like an island, and their whole island is considered going to be called the blockchain island. They use the cryptocurrency exclusively on that island, and it's growing very popular. A lot of people, and some of the citizens are finding out more and more slowly, but it's happening. Okay? Well, the same thing can happen with TBC. A merchant perhaps may want to take part TBC. They may not want to do 50 cash, 50 TBC. They may want to do 30 TBC, 70 cash. Whatever the agreement is. One agreement with one merchant may be different from another. You may get another merchant, but see, I think it's really, don't try to go to 2 or 3 merchants and working them all at the same time. Focus on the first one, get that person educated, be a partner machine with them. Train them. Okay? Perhaps you need to arrange a time when if there was a small store, because you don't want to get the big food chains and the big restaurants and the big shopping centers. No one want to deal with them yet. We deal with little village shops, mom and pop shops, like coffee shops, coffee and donut shops, or small restaurants. And you just talk with the owner, and you just sit down and pick a time when they can sit down and talk with them and show them. You cannot tell people all with TBCs. You have to show them. Okay? You have to show them the Kriegel Cash back office. You got to show them the TBC wallet. You got to show them everything, how we grow in our community. You got to show them that. You got to show them the business cards to be handed to their customers. See, customers come in and out of a business hundreds of times per day. But can they also be a part of our community? See, people, I'm telling you, merchants is a strong way to really grow our community. And we have to do it the right way. Now, one thing we were talking in broadcasters meeting today, Rand and I and other broadcasters, is that if I'm doing it one way and Randy's doing another way, and say my friend over, you know, in camera, Musa, or either Mbek on camera are doing it another way, all the broadcasters doing a different way with working with merchants, we don't want that, folks. We want to have all of us doing it a classic way as much as possible to all locations around the world. We want to expand this TBC with merchants all over the world. Do you realize that now KCBO, maybe possibly as early this Friday, that admin has already said that they're going to have a list of merchants that are accepting TBC for payment? Is that great or what? Okay? All right. Okay. And that was the article that was in the blog today, folks. Okay, that was the blog, the article. Now we know that we had a send button meeting today, and that was for everyone that has a send button. And Randy Wilson did the send button meeting, and he went over the holiday promotion and everything, you know, as well as the merchants that I just talked about, the merchant listing. Okay, they said they started working on the merchant listing inside the KCBO today. They already started working on it, but it won't be visible to us until maybe by this coming Friday. Okay. You know, see, they may start at 10%. They may start at 20% TBC or 50, 40. But don't look for them to take TBC 100%. No, not yet, folks. I don't know if anyone would take, particularly in our country, my country of USA, with TBC, because a lot of people don't even know what Bitcoin is in our country, talking about the billion coin TBC. They don't know what it is. That's what we are. That's our job. And I want to say this to broadcasters, and not unless you fully understand how to approach them the right way, do not approach a merchant yet until you get it. Make sure you're comfortable, okay? You may be a little nervous in your first one, but just make sure you got it in your head, you got it down like a science, and you know how to approach them the right way. But being very polite and cordial, you have to be that way with people. Be gentle with people, okay? They want information that can help them gain more revenue. See, if you can present it in a way where they're going to gain is about them, then they're going to gain some revenue by using TBC as a tool to transact, then perhaps they will be a part of our community, you see? You set them up with their business cards. You set them with their KCB. You have to do a lot for them, okay? All right? Okay. So, all right. So now I'm going to come out of my my screen share. Now, if it's, I want to say thank you all for being here with me today. We're encouraging fast duplication through our community. But one thing the admin is doing, you may hear me or Randy or other leaders in the area and broadcasters talk more and more about merchants this year, because we're trying to span using that particular. And remember, there are 3 campaigns: the cash flow campaign, the master growth campaign, and what we're talking about, the merchant adoption campaign. So that's what the admin is focusing on at the beginning of this year. Merchants, and maybe that'll be a theme for the rest of the year. I don't know, but I know that's why admin is talking about it so early, because that can be a clear way to us to get to a billion people even faster. And we need a jolt somewhere, that's could be a good jolt, because think about all those customers that come into our place of business that could be a part of TBC. Not all is going to see it, but some will. But if you never open your mouth and say anything or educate those about it, then they will never, ever know it exists. Okay? All right. Okay. I want to thank everyone here in the chat area that's here, that's supporting me. Thank you all for supporting me again. And make sure tomorrow that you support the Bangladesh Send Button meeting, which is the Bangladesh community with Mizanor. Mbagdera does the French one. I know that Scott Thon does the Cameroon one, and I'm missing one. It seems like I know it's a 4th one. I said French, Bangladesh, and Cameroon. Seems like I'm missing one. Oh my gosh, Hindi. That's right. Patan Kumar. I know it was here. It just popped in my head. The Hindi version, which is Patan Kumar of India. He does it in Hindi. That's the 4th one. Make sure you support them all, okay? Because if you're a broadcaster, you get 1 million cookies, okay? We are stockpiling cookies, okay? Make sure that you push that. If you're waiting to push the button, wait till around the 29th. I say the 29th is the latest for me and my team, because the 31st is really the 30th for most of us, because TBC is on Fiji time, like the people in New Zealand is. So make sure that you don't wait till the last day, because that last day maybe February 1st for you. Make sure you do it about 1 or 2 days early. Okay? Okay. I want to say thank you all for being here. Thank you for my loved one that support me all the time. I'm gonna need to talk to you soon, and as well as I want to thank Kayla for always being there, dear. Thank you all for being there. Oh my God, I got a surprise today. Haven't seen him in a while. Oh my goodness. Let's stop right here for a moment. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I haven't heard from my brother. Oh God. This is great, guys. I got to stop here. Woo, this is good. How you doing, sir?
I'm okay, sir.
Oh my, Happy
Okay,
New Year to you.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you, sir.
Oh my God, I miss you, sir, Ferron. I know that things have been real tough over there for you guys, but man, this is great to see him. I hadn't seen him in a while.
Thank you very much. You know, I did tell you the other time that I was facing my research. So I had to concentrate on the research, and by the special grace of God, I am through with it, and I am back now fully into TBC. Thank you very much.
Ooh, look at that, folks. Great,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
You did say that. You did say that. Forgive me, I had forgotten about that. And I
Thank
said,
you very much.
where's our friend Haroon? Because man, you mean a lot to a lot of people in the community, more than you know. You know, because everybody asking, where's Haroon? Where's Haroon? You know?
Oh, Harun is back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, Haroon, you may not realize the impact you have on people, but you have a lasting impact, positive impact on people in the TBC community, because you really have a strong insight of what we're trying to accomplish to reach towards a billion membership. And you know, all I got to say is it's great to have you back, and that you're going to be back with us. You know, you can always, thank you for supporting me. You can always come on my live broadcast and talk. Now, you know, in about 13 more broadcasts, I'll be doing my 300th broadcast. And I really want you on that broadcast, because in my 200 broadcast, I did what I call a fun quiz, meaning I want to see how much people knew about the Billion Coin. So I had a panel like you, and I had several people on the panel. Then I dealt with the people in the chat area, and I'm gonna do that format the same way. So I'm prepping people ahead of time, letting them know, go back and learn as much as you want to learn about TBC. I mean, basic questions like, when did Kringle Cash start? When did TBC start? Those questions, you know, questions like that. Do we or do not, before we can get a TBC wallet, do we have to take a test or not? Or where to find that test? You see, questions like that. Questions like that.
It's all right. It's all right.
So the first person to answer the question, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the panel like yourself, then I'm gonna go to the chat area, and I'm gonna ask them, the first one that can answer, then we'll acknowledge them as the one that getting the credit. But this is what I'm gonna do for the 300 live broadcast. It's gonna be the same format, but because we have learned some more things since then, I'm gonna talk about that too, since it's my 200 broadcast. But I'm gonna go way back from 2016 all the way up to to that date. So I'm telling people the best way to learn, we know, is the blog.
Yes.
So use the blog as a tool in your Kringle Cash back office to learn. Oh, by the way, let me ask you. And I love that shirt you got on. Look at this shirt, guys. You see the shirt he got on? Oh my God. I don't know how y'all get these. I don't know how y'all get these patches. I don't know how y'all get a TBC on your shirt.
It's all right. We have a group. We have a group, and we are doing the shirt for the group in order to propagate TBC, in order to build TBC, in order to make people know that TBC is real. We are not hiding anywhere. We are private society, and everybody is free to join us. So it is a community that is ready to liberate the masses from the shackles of the hegemony, from the shackles of the cabals, from the hegemony of the cabals. So we are telling people that as we are putting this attire on, they will be asking us that, who are you? And they will be explaining ourselves. So they ask us through what they see in us, through what we put on. Then we begin to explain to people about TBC. And there's so many people have joined TBC. So many people have come to realize what TBC has come to do in the life of humanity through the shirt we put on. I have different kinds of shirt, different attires with TBC logo.
Wow, wow, wow! Y'all are really getting it done. Now, what are you in Nigeria or Cameroon? Which country you in now?
I'm in Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria.
Right. Did you see what Mbek Derek is doing in Cameroon?
In fact, he's doing fantastic. And let me tell you, Imbe was my first mentor in TBC.
Oh, really?
When I wanted to start broadcasting, it was Imbe that I consulted, and he put me through. Imbe was my first mentor in TBC community. He put me through how to be live on YouTube, how to be live in making live and TBC broadcast. So it was due to Imbe, and kudos to him. He's doing fantastically in Cameroon. I do follow him, and likewise I do follow you. Even when you did your 200 broadcast, I watched it. I watched it after, because I was not there live, and I was looking at those questions that you were asking. You are asking people, and I said, wow, having live, I was live in this program. I think I could have made a lot of impact, because all those simple for those people that follow CBC, for the people that read the blog. So many of the questions were very, very simple, and I'm very happy that you made it then, and you carry a lot of people along, and even the TB did commend your effort. At the same time, I have to commend you, because you know, when I was about to embark on my project, I told you that please just be telling me, just informing me when you're about to do your broadcast, and that you have been doing it daily up till now. I will see it, but I will not have time to join you. So thank you for that. Kudos for that. Then I would like to comment, because I would like to comment on a few things, because the time is going. You know, I do follow you occasionally. The live broadcast you make just of recent concerning how to do away with our fears, because it is not good to be living in fear. It is not good to be slave of fear. So it is not good to be naive. We have to build this confidence in us. When we build this confidence or not, and we should not be overpowered by inferiority complex. We should be courageous enough to tell people what TBC is. We should be courageous enough to emancipate people, to liberate people from this slavery we are facing. Let me tell you something about this, to be fearless in presenting TBC. And when you are fearless, you will meet different kinds of people. And they will be good enough to tell them about TBC. And when you are also fearless, this is one of the things that TBC has taught me. One of the advantages I saw in TBC. TBC has made me to meet so many people across the world, including yourself. I have friends in Spain. I have friends in Cameroon. I have friends in US. I have friends in Bangladesh. You know them, most of them. They are my friends. And just so recent in Nigeria, just 3 days ago, I was on a WhatsApp group. I was chatting, and the group, I had to make a suggestion concerning the progress of TBC, and I privatized the admin of the groups. You know what? One of the admin, I wouldn't know, maybe it was actually one of the admin, or people made him one of the admin by his caliber. Do you know that there are kings in TBC Nigeria? In TBC community, there are kings in Nigeria.
Really?
I tell, and I promise you, one day I will bring one of the kings live on your show.
Really?
Of course. You see, yesterday, when I just made the suggestion to the admin of the group on WhatsApp group, and I didn't know one of the kings. I didn't know that one of the admin of the group is a king, and he commented on my He commented on the message I sent to him privately, and he said that he would love to establish a project in the name of TBC in his town. And I didn't know that he was a king. And I was started wondering what project, and he asked me where, yes, he asked me where I am living. And I told him I'm living somewhere in Nigeria. I told him the state. And he told me that the king of that town I'm living is his friend. And I was wondering that how could a king be your friend? If not yourself, you are a king. And I asked him, I said, I was feeling as if I'm talking to a royal highness. And I said that to God be good, to God be the glory. He is a royal highness. He is the leader of a community. He has subjects. And I said that he's coming up with a project in TBC. And yes, I will discuss with the king, and then I'll bring him live on your yes, on your broadcast.
I would love to see that.
Yes, you will see him. You will see him, and perhaps he will tell you from his own mouth the project is embarking upon. I don't want to let cat out of the bag now. I know the project, and the project, the very, very Bible is very good, and he said that he's doing it for every member of TBC in Nigeria and in the world entirely. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, take your time, pull that together, and please bring it on my broadcast, because I know that it'll be featured on the blog. If you do, I know it will. Because if I say, admin, this is going, if I prepare people for this, if I know that you message me privately and tell me this is what's going to happen, I will send it out to everybody. It's going to be a special broadcast. And I know that admin, because I'm featured on the blog about 3 or 4 times a week anyway. So I know that will be on the blog. I know that will be on the blog.
Of course, I will do that. Thank you very much. I supposed to bring him on a program today. It was very, very poor on my live broadcast. I supposed to have brought him to the live broadcast, but the network was very, very poor then. So, and as I will bring him on my own live broadcast, I will also bring him on your own live broadcast, and you discuss, and you ask him questions, and the world will see by God's grace.
Oh, that'll be good. Excellent. I would love to do that. Love to do that, because I can ask him. I can answer almost any question he may have, or direct him somewhere. And if I don't know the question, but I got the answers to most things in TBC. So
of course.
so I mean, I can help you. Just put it together, and if you got any questions to ask me prior to it, just message me. And yeah, but just put it together slowly, put it together to where you're comfortable. And I like what you said earlier. When we're approaching people, you got to approach people with confidence,
Of course.
You can't go into a place of business like a merchant and be nervous. You got to know what you know before you open your mouth,
Of course.
You got to know what you know,
of course,
and be right about and going with confidence. So, I tell you, man, you got such strong leadership abilities. It's crazy. I mean, it's just, you got so much energy. I mean, you're a good speaker. Oh man, I can't wait to meet all you guys, man. I'm thinking, I know that Randy and I were supposed to come to Nigeria and Cameroon and South Africa and
Ghana
in November, but they pushed it. It looked like we got to talk to admin. I think because one of the countries hadn't got everything together yet, but I think because we got this cruise coming up in March, I think they may push it right after the cruise. I don't know. I'm not saying it's that edge and stone, but I'm hoping that that's still what happened, that we'll do a cash flow conference with those countries, because I really want to meet all you guys in person. I really do, But I'll be talking to Randy about that, because I really want to make that trip this year. I really do. And I know a lot of people, a lot of you over there want us to come, so, but thank you so much, Haroon. Thank you so much for being on my live broadcast.
Thank you.
You know,
God bless.
it's been an
Thank
honor.
you.
You being here has been an honor. You here, it really has been. Because when I always like you coming here because you provide so much energy for anybody's broadcast. I mean, you just know, you talk, you speak with authority. You know what you know, and keep doing the great things you're doing in the TBC. You know, because you're wearing TBC, so how can somebody not see that? You know, you know.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much,
It's all
Haroon.
right. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Bye bye, everybody, and peace.
Bye bye. Peace.